Hello beauty-loving unicorns and welcome back to my channel and this video where we are going to talk about 5, well actually 6, but 5 things that I just can't do my makeup without. And this video kind of came to me while I did this makeup look, because when I came to doing my putting my lashes on, I realized oh darn it, I'm out of my House of Lashes lash glue and every other lash glue sucks. It is so horrible. I was out of House of Lashes lash glue and I cannot get it here in Sweden unless I get it at H&M. And H&M is always sold out. I've been there literally twice a day since I ran out, just hoping I would find one because I can't live without it. And instead I got this one. This is the Duo Strip Lash Adhesive, and the thing is, I hear you in the comments, and I hear people in forums and people in Facebook groups saying that lashes are so hard. But let me tell you, if you're using this, I get it. I think lashes is hard with this. I also have this one, which is from Sweden. Basically the same thing. The only difference is that I get an allergic reaction from Duo and my eyes start tearing up, and I kind of forgot that, but then I remembered again when I got this. I was just, yeah, this is why I started looking for another glue, because I just literally can't stand that one because my eyes start tearing up, and that's just not really the look I'm going for when I'm doing my makeup. I don't want the last step of my makeup routine to make me tear up, but literally these are horrible. They do not make your eyelash stick to your eye the whole day. I actually used this one, I want to say this Christmas, because I was running low on the glues. I was like, you know what, I'll just bring another glue until I can find more of that House of Lashes one. And I brought that one, and in the middle of the day I just feel something on my cheek. I'm like and it's my lash falling off my eye. What is that? House of Lashes lash glue, I cannot do my makeup without it. If I put that on, I could go to bed and I'd wake up with that lash, those lashes still on. If I put those lashes on now with the House of Lashes glue and the zombie apocalypse happened and we're in the middle of The Walking Dead right now, I'll still be wearing those fluffy lashes in season 2. That's how good that glue is. I despise any other glue that I've tried, and I'm kind of desperate right now. And I know that you're telling me that House of Lashes can be found at Beauty Bay, but it can't. I can't find it at Beauty Bay. I never had. Every time I see you write that in the comments, I go look, thinking that I missed something, but I didn't. House of Lashes isn't on Beauty Bay. And you can't buy it on H&M website, you have to buy it in store, and it's always out. I even feel this glue being all fluffy glue. Oh, so bad. So bad. Is it looking okay? No, it's not, because this glue. So then when I had this mental breakdown over this glue, I was like, what are the other things that I just can't do my makeup without? What are the things that if I forget to pack it, I'll have a small seizure? Because one of these items I forgot to pack it when I went to Rome, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And my boyfriend was just like, use another brush. I'm like, there is no, because it's irreplaceable. But another thing that I cannot do my makeup without is this one, the Vera Colorswitch. Mine looks beaten up because since I bought this one, I want to say 2 years ago, I have used this every time I do my makeup. I have cleaned this so many times. You can take this out and you can just clean it with regular brush shampoo or just dishwashing liquid, to be honest. And this is what you clean your brushes on. So you literally just go in with your brush like this, and it takes away the powder on your brush. It is the best because you can clean your brushes in between using them. So if you have a favorite brush and you went in with blue and you want to go in with red, you can clean it on the Vera Color Switch, and then you can just switch colors. It is a lifesaver. I'm telling you, it's a lifesaver. It works so good. I can't do my makeup without it. This is one of the first things I pack when I pack for going away on a trip, because I just can't see myself doing my makeup without that. It's so good. Another thing that I will be a bit hysterical if I leave when I go out of town is my tweezers. I even pack my tweezers in my bag. If I'm going out like out and about, I will pack my glue and I will pack my tweezers, because I use my tweezers when I put on lashes. Normally I just put them on. Sometimes I can just put them on like they are, but now when I have gloss, I usually use the tweezers to put in the inner part of my lashes. And I don't pluck my eyebrows, because I plucked my eyebrows once in the 90s and that's it. My eyebrows were like, yeah, that's it, we're done, bye. So I'm stuck with these eyebrows. I never pluck them. So I use this for my false lashes, and I always wear false lashes when I wear makeup. And if I didn't have tweezers with having these nails, I don't know what to do. I'd be lost. Next thing that I cannot do my makeup without, and I mentioned this a couple of times on my channel, but I thought I'd give it another like honorable mention, because this is the Brow Artist Plumper by L'Oréal Paris. I'm going to Paris soon. It's gonna be amazing. And this is just a little spoolie like this. You get a lot of product. This is big. I don't know how much you normally get in these, but I have bought 3 of these and I've gone through almost 2, and this is my 3rd one and I still have left, and it has some fibers in it. So it is a colored brow, I want to say wax more, with fibers in it. And this will make your brow hairs look thicker and you will be able to style them. And this looks good in the brows. If you don't, you can use only this in the brows and it would look good as well if you want something really natural. Like if you want to have just one product and out the door, you could just use this one. If I don't have this, I don't know what to do with my brow hairs, because they are just like laying down in a thin line, and I don't want that. So I use this to style my brow hairs. I've used a couple of other brow products, and the only one that really comes close is the I have it right here, the Gimme Brow by Benefit, but this one is better. This one is better. I don't know what I'd do without it. I seriously hope that they never discontinue this. I love it. 5th thing I'm gonna mention is something that I think that I'm pretty alone with when it comes to using, and that is those little spongy ones. I'm showing you new ones because the one that I use, it kind of needs to be replaced with one of these. I use this for pressed powders. I go into my pressed powder and I put it under my eyes, and I put it like where I put concealer, and then I just brush it away with like a brush like this. But I use sponges like this with compacts, and since I started doing that, I have not done it any other way, and now after doing that I don't know what I'd do without this. So I use sponges like this with pressed powders, and I don't want to quit doing that. So if I forget to bring one of these, I try using my beauty blender, but honestly I like this more. That's just my personal preference, with powders at least. Okay, that was 5 things that I just can't do my makeup without, and I thought I'd do an honorable mention, because I mean I can do my makeup without a brush for eyeshadow, because I mean I can just skip eyeshadow. But normally when I do my makeup, I never do my makeup like, okay, this could be a totally different video, like my personal view on makeup, my personal stand on makeup. I never do makeup to be pretty. I never do makeup because people expect me to show up in makeup or to put on my face or be presentable or anything like that. I only do makeup because it's fun. And so therefore, always when I do makeup, I do the whole shebang. I do everything. I do the 24 steps and 7 eyeshadows. Not always, but yeah, pretty much. So I pretty much always do eyeshadow when I do my makeup, and that's when I need this one. This was the one that I forgot to bring when we went to Rome, and I was like, I don't know what to do. This is the Morphe M507, And I have a lot of really good crease brushes. I have a lot of really good ones. I love my ones from Sueva, I love my ones from Sigma, I have some from Morphe I like, but to be honest, this is the only Morphe brush I have that I just can't live without. I haven't found anything as good as this one. It is fluffy and tapered, and it is stiff but still not too stiff. I have some other ones that are good but not as good. Like this one, do you see that this one is more fluffy and this one just goes in? I hope you can see the difference. This is the Sigma Blending E36. This one is better. I love this for detail work. I also have one from Sueva here somewhere. Lost. Yeah, it's lost at sea. I don't even know where it is. Is it this one? No, it's the same brush I just looked at. Oh, somebody save me. But anyways, I always use this one when I do my eyeshadow. This is the best one for like detail work and like outer V and cut creases. I could not do my cut creases without this. This is a fantastic little brush, and if you know any other brand that has something like this, please let me know. I mean, I want to say price isn't an object, but maybe that's too bougie even for me. But to be honest, I'll be open for trying an expensive brush that is like this. I love this one. I am getting a backup and I can't do my eyeshadow without it. So yeah, those were the items that I just can't do my makeup without. Do you have anything like that, that if you don't find it or if you forget to pack it, you have a nervous breakdown and you don't know what to do? And you're basically almost giving up the idea of wearing makeup altogether, because that's me. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching and commenting. And if you want to be subscribed, button is down below. I'd love to have you. I do upload quite a lot of videos and I would love to see you in my next one. Bye!